Hi, I'm Rick Howard, President of Kingdom Magic Vacations. In my job, I get to travel a lot. I explore the world on land and sea, eating in unique restaurants and discovering interesting locations. I'm always looking for new places to visit, and I want you to travel with me. Welcome to Travel with Rick. Hey y'all, coming up on this week's Travel with Rick, I talked to Adam, the general manager of Brooks Lake Lodge, about his incredible lodge, the awesome food, and all the great activities at this wonderful high altitude destination in Wyoming. Stick around. Well, hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Travel with Rick. Adam, it is so great to be back at Brooks Lake Lodge and Spa. I can't tell you how happy we are to be here.
It's great to have you guys back. What, 6 years in a row?
I think it is. You know, we wouldn't miss one. You know, and I'm all healed up.
Yeah, no,
so
I didn't do it.
And you didn't do it. So last year, if you guys were following along, as Adam mentioned, we come out every year. Well, last year I had a little mishap on the snowmobile. Broke my arm, you know, but you know what? It just made the trip a little more interesting, and it made coming back this year a lot more fun.
Yeah, probably a little bit more special because you had to prove yourself differently.
Prove myself worthy of the mountain, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that we've learned, you know, year after year is, you know, we joke about it and say it. This ain't Disney. This is real conditions. This is the wilderness out here, right?
Well, and like this year, you had great visibility, really warm weather, abnormally warm weather, in the 40s. Right?
Yeah. I mean, today I think the high was 38 or something, you know, and I mean, we could have been out. No, we wouldn't have been. I was going to say we could have been out there snowmobiling in tank tops.
Yeah.
This guy from Florida wouldn't, and maybe you guys, the guides, would have. I don't know, but you know, Adam, this place is wonderful. It's one of the places that we look forward to coming back year after year.
Well, and that's what we want. We want our guests to return. We want them to talk about it with other people.
Yeah.
We want more people to come, just like the group that's here with you right now.
Yeah, you know, and that's an amazing thing that has made this trip even more interesting. And we talk about this often that, you know, Leslie and I are very fortunate. We get to travel a lot. We meet lots of different people. Last year, we met a couple out here, and we got to talking with them, became, you know, friendly with them, and got to know them a bit. They said they were coming back, not only coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah,
you know,
with a lot of people.
Yeah, they came back to celebrate a milestone birthday, a 50th birthday, and they brought back 10 of their friends. So we came back for Super Bowl, we came back for Vic's 50th birthday party, and we got to meet a whole lot of new people and really enjoy it at different levels.
We got to start off with a very good Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And good Super Bowl food and party.
Dude, that was the best ever.
Yeah.
And you talked about that last year, you know. I mean, Executive Chef Whitney, she put out such a great spread of sliders and wings and
fried cheese stuffed pickles.
Dude, those were awesome.
Those were great. And hot wings. We had 2 different hot wings. We had nachos.
Bloody Mary bar.
Yeah,
that was pretty incredible. Yeah. So that made it special, and that's what I love about this lodge so much is it's just so intimate. You know, maximum guest is like what, 40 people?
You can do 36 summer wise. In the winter, we're roughly around 20.
Yeah, and so right now, 14 people, 14 guests in the lodge. There's what, 20 staff or something, right?
Yeah.
So
you're way over.
Figure the ratio, yeah. You know, so plenty of folks here to take care of whatever you need. You know, and talking about staff, you know, one of the videos we have coming up. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but we definitely have it coming up. We actually got to sit down with the executive chef here. Not only do you have an incredible executive chef, you have a sous chef. You have a pastry chef, you know, and we were talking about it when we talked with Whitney, and some guests mentioned it earlier in the week that, and I hadn't thought about it this way, but at this altitude, to have this quality of a lodge, this quality of staff and service, and quality of food in the wilderness, basically.
To be this remote and have that is pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, the food has just been top notch. I mean, I've had duck, just incredible duck, a couple of different ways, a couple of different times. Elk medallions, scallops,
tonight's the best trout. It's buffalo tenderloin.
Dude, so looking forward to that.
Exactly.
So looking forward to that. So this lodge, you know, we talk about it every year, but for those of you who haven't seen our videos before, I want to tell you a bit about this lodge. Built in 1922.
Yeah.
So for all the Disney fans out there who know Wilderness Lodge at Walt Disney World in Florida. This lodge was built with the same architect who did the Old Faithful Lodge.
That's correct.
In Yellowstone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you walk in, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's
Just
some of the
gorgeous.
same kind of features, no similarities really,
Yeah, right.
In buildings, but construction-wise, very much.
Yeah, the big timbers, the wood furniture, the leather couches, the big fireplaces that you guys keep roaring all the time,
exactly.
pretty much. I mean,
Which
you
we
know,
hand cut all that ourselves too.
wow. So that's like a summertime job
It
for
is
you guys,
summertime.
right? Stocking
You know,
up.
I gotta thank my wranglers and my fishing guides who cut 50 cords of wood for us to burn throughout the winter, and then we'll cut some more this spring to burn through the summer.
Yeah, yeah. So just a beautiful lodge. So you have a main building here. Again, we talked about this, but you have a main building here with this beautiful lobby that we're sitting in now. Then there's the bar just off of there. Then the sitting area outside the restaurant. And then the beautiful dining room. I said restaurant, but the beautiful dining room with another big fireplace.
Exactly,
You know, great fireplace in there. I love the high ceilings. I love all the art that you guys have. Anthony, the fishing guide, I was talking with him the other night. The moose head over the fireplace. He said, "I wonder what that moose has seen over the years."
Probably more than we want to talk about. Probably.
Yeah, because for this birthday party that we're celebrating this week, they actually brought in a live band.
Yeah, and they were fantastic.
They were so good. Brian and Kelly, thank you so much for
Thank you very much. That was great.
for the incredible music that we all got to enjoy.
The dining room is very good for acoustics like that.
Sounded so good. So 2 guitar players. Kelly has such a great voice, and then Brian background vocals and whatever, and such a good guitar player. But you're right, the sound in there was just
it doesn't
awesome.
echo. It just sounds
Fills the
great.
room, man. It felt great. Yeah. So then in the lodge, there are how many guest rooms in the lodge?
7 guest rooms. One's a suite.
One's a suite, sheep suite.
6 regular lodge rooms, king or 2 fulls, and then the lodge suite, which is the most sought after.
I hear that people vie for their time to get in there.
They have to.
I mean, Leslie and I, fortunately, we really haven't been bitten by that bug. We're so taken by the cabins. Yeah. So that's the other thing about the place is we have the main lodge with the 7 guest rooms and suite here, but then there are cabins situated around the property.
8 cabins, 3 of which one is the one that you stay in.
Yeah,
It has
solitude.
2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room area.
With a fire, with a
stove.
wood stove, which Leslie's up every morning making a fire. That's
stove
right there. Yeah, she loves the fire.
And then the other cabins aside from that are more small, like studio style.
Yeah, which is a great feeling. Again, we say cabins, but cabins with great appointments. I mean, heated floors, right?
Yeah.
So 10,000, close to 10,000 feet above sea level in a wilderness lodge, we have heated floors. So it's pretty nice, and all the best amenities in the cabin.
Down
as far as
comforters, down and non-down pillows.
Great beds. The beds sleep so good.
The beds, the beds are so good that my wife and I ended up buying them. So we have the same mattresses that you guys sleep on. So.
Yeah. So I think maybe we'll be putting one in our house too because they're really good. Of course, it's not that 6 hours of snowmobiling wouldn't make you.
Exactly.
6 hours of snowmobiling and 2 hours in the restaurant and the bar after dinner, and then off to Betty by. You're ready for I think I could sleep on the floor, but I'm so glad you have those comfortable beds. Yeah. So we talked about the lodge, we talked about the cabins, the spa. So 10,000 feet above sea level. I'm going to keep going back to that. This is not Jackson Hole. This is not Houston, Texas. This is remote. But you've got a world-class spa here.
We do. It's a fantastic 2,500 square foot facility with a 20-person hot tub, dry sauna, another big area like this with a fireplace.
Which you can just go and hang out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot tub outside with a view of the Pinnacle Mountains is not bad at all.
Well, and it's just nice because it's quiet over there. So if you were loud over here, you can go and get away from it. If you wanted to.
Yeah, just gorgeous. And we're going to be talking more about the food, obviously, with Whitney, but, breakfast, lunch, dinner included with your stay here. You need a hearty breakfast before you go out snowmobiling, and they're so good there. I mean,
you need it to last, so it does.
Right. And if it doesn't, you can always zip back for lunch and pick up a great bowl of chili and a bread bowl or sled neck sandwich, which is an awesome chicken
Or the
breast.
duck nachos.
The duck nachos.
Duck nachos.
We had that today, and they were incredible. Which I found out that Whitney even makes her own nachos. So she
Yes.
fries up those nachos fresh right here. You know.
And then you top it off with deep fried chocolate chip cookie dough.
We had that too, and that was amazing. And that is known far and wide over these mountains. I mean, the sledders and the guides come in for that. Yeah, they do.
We cannot get rid of that item.
Whitney said that she
We wanted to,
thought
but
about
we
it at one
can't.
point, and she can't. Right, you just got to keep doing it. Yeah, just amazing. And the dinners here, you know, she posted. We talked about that. She posted out there on the board. I think just to kind of entice the people that are just coming in for lunch, because understand the lodge is a private lodge for guests who are staying here for breakfast and dinner. You open up to guests for lunch
And only in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, so sledders come in, and skiers, and sometimes even snow bikers. Yeah, that's just kind of crazy.
Yeah,
you know.
that's a more workout than skiing.
Oh wow, yeah. So they've got these big tires on there. So lots of people come in for lunch here and enjoy the menu for lunch, and then you promptly kick them out around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or something.
2
right?
o'clock for a regular dining room, and then we serve chili and hot dogs and soup till 4.
Okay.
But most people make it between a lot of time to make sure they get the full menu.
Sure. Yeah. So just a great spot here, and some of the best snowmobiling anywhere, right?
Yeah, it's in the top 3 in the country for sure. You know, it may not be, you know, everyone's got their personal preference, but we have a lot of the things that people are looking for: the open meadows, the deep snow, hills to climb, or mountains, however you want to call them.
Mountains to me.
And they are mountains, but you know, there are other areas in the country that are a little bit steeper. In just south of Jackson, there is, but you know, most people come to this, and Togety Pass is really considered the mecca of snowmobiling.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it was good. I just didn't know. Never had put a stamp on it like
In
that.
most people's eyes, they consider it the mecca.
Yeah, I know when we discovered this place, for us, it's a gym. It's something that we just
gym.
love it. I mean,
Out
it's just
of
incredible.
the regular hustle and bustle of everything else.
Yeah, I think you told me one year that there's like 300 miles of groomed trails out there.
There's roughly a little bit more, just a little bit more than that. And there used to be 600 miles of groomed trails in the area, and some of that has kind of went away because of wildlife habitat and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I learned from sledders, from hanging out around here, that you ride the trails just to get to the meadows.
Yeah,
the trails are a lot of fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, trails are beautiful. You go through beautiful landscapes. You know, you'll come out of the tree, you'll ride through trees, you come out of the trees, you see the Pinnacle Mountains. You can even, on a clear day, which we've had some great clear days this time, you can see all the way to the Tetons, and you can see Grand. We saw Grand today and got an anniversary photo for Leslie and I with Grand in the background. Thank you. And speaking of anniversaries and things, last year we talked about this because you guys were expecting little Abby, who has come along now, you and Julia. Now there's a new addition to the lodge, right?
She crawls around the lobby and makes lots of noise
and gets
is
everyone's
very good with
attention.
people.
Yeah,
Everyone.
she is. She's the happiest baby I think I've ever met.
Yeah.
So congratulations,
Well,
buddy.
appreciate it.
That's awesome. So future snowmobile guide right there, probably right? Or ski
That or a
ski,
Wrangler.
Ski bum, yeah. Wrangler in the summer, ski guide in the winter, right?
Yeah, most likely.
That'll be awesome.
I'm in trouble.
Pink snowsuit and all, right?
Probably
Guaranteed.
100%.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's awesome. So, talking about staff, besides Abby, you guys do have a great staff here. Not only the kitchen staff with your executive chef and everything.
We're real fortunate right now to have a lot of staff that are really hospitality oriented, which we really pride ourselves in historically. But I think this staff takes the cake, because from servers to back of the house housekeeping and stuff, they really are very personable and want your stay to be very good.
You know, in dealing with seasonal folks, you know, as good as they are, it's still a lot of times seasonal help, right? I mean, and you guys do a fantastic job making sure that everything is just the way it needs to be. I mean, you know, they're not, you know, it's funny. I think it's a fine line, Adam, because they're very service oriented, and they're very detail oriented about everything, but yet at the same time they still make you feel like family. I mean, we've been out here enough now to where I thought about it this morning at breakfast. I finished my breakfast. I almost felt like I should take my plate and put it in the kitchen. You know, it's like I felt weird leaving. You know, leaving my table.
We want you to feel that way, but we don't want you to do that.
Right? Yeah, that probably wouldn't be cool.
But yeah, we you know, we really look for that type of staff that can have the dividing line between these are our guests, but we can sit down and have a drink with you at the end of the night and still be very friendly and personable and be genuine. Right. Really.
And it's so great to get to know folks. Our guide this year, Reed, has just been incredible, you know, and he's a new addition to the staff here this year.
He's been in the Jackson Valley for a long time.
Yeah,
we're just
very experienced guy.
Very experienced guy. And he river rafts in the summer at Jackson, and he snowmobiles guides, I think, or has guided snowmobiles for what, 15 years?
Yeah, and tells some incredible stories and helps get my wife out of trees like he did today, you know. So, you know, not only did I not break my arm this year, I can say I don't have the best stuck this year.
That's true.
You know, she actually got much more stuck than I did. I did get stuck a couple of times because one thing we learned from our friend Brian, our former snowmobile guide who was here for years and years, is if you're not getting stuck, you're not having fun. So I had some fun. I did get stuck, but the conditions, like you said, this year are just optimal. I mean,
they're very optimal for people who have never or only get to snowmobile a couple times.
And that's a great point, and I'm glad you mentioned that because you guys have a program here for snowmobiling that pretty much fits everybody, right?
Yeah, we try to.
I mean, you got everyone from like Leslie and I who come in with the first year we came in no gear at all, except for base layers. You guys outfitted us with everything that we needed. All the way to people who come in with their own sleds, right?
Yeah.
You know, and they come in with guides or whatever, come in groups, and you can use this for your base camp. Sure. And snowmobile out of here. So you cater to really all the varying degrees. So you don't have to be intimidated if you've never been on a snowmobile. That was us 5 years ago.
And now look at you.
Yeah, now we're out running in trees and breaking bones and all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah. But you know, it is so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun it is getting out there and exploring the wilderness and seeing what's going on and everything out there.
Well, and the nice thing is a lot of people who don't get to come in the summer or don't like to ride a horse don't get to see some of this country. And when you're over the snow, you're minimal impact.
Yeah, and you could cover a lot of ground out there. I mean, there are days that we did 40, I was going to say, we did 40, 50 miles easy, you know, and come back for lunch, you know. And so it's pretty amazing what is out there to see.
Or we can do it where you only do 10 miles, but you're in deep snow and
or
less than that.
Yeah, or if you just want to go right down there to the lake. I think there's a lake down there. It's always frozen when we're here. But there's some of the best snowmobiling around just right down there at the lake. You can go down there and climb hills and, you know, play in the powder and do everything pretty much right there.
Yeah, everything's right close.
Yeah. Amazing. Hey, let's see if we can get one of the guides in here to talk. Hey, Skinner, want to join us for a minute and talk about some of the snowmobiling out here? Now, guys, this is a snowmobile guide extraordinaire. Skinner Bell, head wrangler at Brooks Lake Lodge, and you guys have seen him on our videos before when we came out in the summer to talk about the Wrangler. Hey, Skinner.
How's it going?
Welcome, man. It's going great. This is Skinner Bell, folks, and he is, I guess, over the snowmobile program here, definitely over the Wrangler program in the summertime. Yeah. So whether it's horses or snowmobiles, you're the guy, right?
Yep. There's horses in both.
Yeah.
There is. There's horsepower in both, and you are an extreme snowmobile guy, right? I mean, I've seen your videos, dude. You, you've pretty much broken everything, right?
I wouldn't say broken everything, but bruised, banged up, a few other things.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I saw one of your videos yesterday where you came off the sled and then you said you broke 7 ribs, I think.
Yep,
4 on one side, 3 on the other side.
Yep, broke my nose in 2 spots, shattered my helmet, and had to race the next day.
And then did a race next day because your sponsors were watching.
Yep, my last race of the year, so I had to keep up the good work.
Amazing,
yeah.
Amazing. Well, I tell you, it's been incredible for us out here. I know 2 years ago when the powder was so deep. Remember that year? It was like 500 inches of snow or something.
Yeah.
Well, I exaggerate a little bit.
You had 3 or 4 feet just while you were here.
Yeah, it's true. I think more than that. I think it snowed a foot every day, and we had like 72 inches of snow that year. I remember down at the lake, Skinner, watching you. We came down with Brian, Leslie, and I, our guide, and you had a group down there. And I remember watching you take your sled, your snowmobile, and you were going down the hill, and you were literally going from 90 degrees side to side, putting your helmet in the snow. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, getting a face full of snow every time. Yeah, it's awesome.
And the snow's like that a lot, but it just isn't that way this year.
Yeah, but you know, and I think I've heard you say it, Adam or Skinner, one of you guys, is every year you just don't know what you're going to get. You know, I mean, you guys always have, pretty much always have snow. You know, and just some years it's powder, and then some years it's a little more packed like this. I got to say, I know the guides 2 years ago, you guys loved the powder, but for Leslie and I, riding on this year's snow, I didn't get stuck nearly as much, dude. You know, it was lots.
You just have a lot more energy.
It's a confidence builder, you know?
Yeah, that was true. And this is Moose. Hey, Moose. Moose is one of the lodge dogs. This is Adam's dog here, and there's another yellow lab here. And these guys, they just come and go as they please. Actually open the door to the lodge, right? And go out when they want to. Pretty cool. And they're as much of a fixture around here as everybody else, right? Just welcome.
Most people are looking for them.
Yeah, very cool. I know Leslie is. Yeah, every year Leslie's down here taking pictures with Moose and hanging out and stuff. So what's the hardest thing, Skinner, about learning to snowmobile for the first time? What do you tell people when they come out, like Leslie and I 5 years ago, we didn't know anything. It's not that hard to pick up, right?
No, it's not hard to pick up. It's, well, you know, a lot of it has to do with what's up in here, you know. Your mind always perceives things, and, you know, in the first couple of days you think you need to do this and do that, and you don't, and then once you guys start listening, you know, you're like, oh, I turn the skis opposite way to start turning it, you know, or leaning into my turns, but if I'm on a hill, you know, gravity, I gotta be uphill, and, you know, it takes a while to learn to snow and do that, and it's neat to see people like you guys come back year after year and watch you guys build on how well you become, and then we can step it up to the next time. You know, and take you further
Well,
and
and the
further.
big thing is you get over the frustration.
Yeah.
That's the
'Cause
thing,
the
you're
first
right.
year, once typically people get stuck and the frustration sets in, and then you get mad.
Right.
Or aggravated, or whatever you
Right,
want to
right.
call it. depending on
Frustrated with
what's
yourself, you know,
Yeah.
right.
You're expecting better out of yourself.
Yeah.
And then typically by the end of the week, you're pretty good. You're like feeling very confident in yourself, and then you take a year off.
Right.
And then you come back.
Come
again,
back.
and
You
you
gotta
have to-
relearn all that again.
First or second day, it comes back faster.
Because it does. I remember last year, even before I broke my arm, you said some of the skills that we had learned the year before, you saw coming
You looked
back.
good
you know?
out there with it, you know, before we went in.
All the way till I went into the creek.
Before we went into the creek.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, it's just it's amazing how much fun it is out there.
Yeah.
And it's really a lot of fun watching the guides, because you guys, you know, as we're riding along on the trails, you know, today Reed was like, you know, off on some of the powder and stuff, and you know, I gotta admit, this year I was a lot more gun shy, you know. I mean, I came out here, you know, it's just been just a year since I broke my arm. I didn't know how much I could count on it, you know, and how sore it was going to be and whatnot. So even today, I noticed I was a lot more comfortable just with the riding and stuff.
Well, and that's it. And then next year you'll come back and probably not have that.
Yeah, let's hope.
Like,
Let's
really,
hope. Because we said,
normally you won't.
yeah, because we said last year, this year was going to be our do-over, so
Yeah.
we got that. Glad to be back here.
And next
So
year was
awesome.
another day, right?
Yeah. I
Just
think
staying
at
out.
least, yeah. I think my wife adds on a day every
I think it's
year,
great.
you know?
I
I mean, eventually we're just going to stay the whole
The whole
season.
month.
Yeah. Well, guys, I tell you, this is, you know, of all the places we go, we travel a lot, as you guys know. Of all the places we go, for sure, Leslie, and definitely me too. This is the trip that we look forward to. We look forward to coming here every year. It's so much fun.
We feel very special that you're a client that likes to do that, and we hope that we're succeeding with others, and it does show with the group that we have in right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, the day that you say you don't want to come, then we're going to really think about what we did wrong.
Right. I don't really see that day coming unless I'm just so old that I just can't get a leg over my snowmobile
Well, we'll just strap
anymore.
you on and take
Yeah,
it.
put me in a basket or something
Yeah,
and ride me
exactly.
around. I'll do a 2-up with Skinner or whatever. You know?
We'll go down there and go fish. you
Yeah,
know?
that's it. That's it. Because, I mean, that's the thing. Because there's so much to do. We talked about it from time to time. There's so much to do here besides just snowboarding. Ice fishing, snowshoeing, just sitting in this wonderful lodge for us and turning off our phones, which don't work here anyway, because unless you're a Verizon customer, we're AT&T. Thank God. I'm not saying cell services, not having it's a bad thing. For us, it's a good thing. We enjoy coming here and just unplugging, relaxing, hanging out with friends like you guys, and just being here in this atmosphere is awesome. So, guys, thanks for having such a cool place and making us so comfortable and feeling friendly here. Skinner, thank you so much. So, hope to see you right back here on another episode of Travel with Rick real soon. So long, everybody. So long, guys.
Yep.
So long, Adam. So long. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching our show this week. We're here at Universal Orlando's City Walk. That's Jimmy Muffet's restaurant right there, Margaritaville, and that's his plane, the Hemisphere Dancer. One of my favorite places every time that we come to Universal Orlando is to come down to Margaritaville, check out what's going on here. Listen, we wanted to remind you, drop your email address up there in our box. That way you'll be included on our stream. Every time we post something new on the blog, you'll be the first to know about it, and you won't miss a thing here on Travel with Rick. If you really want to know what's going on with us, check us out over on Facebook, facebook.com/Travel with Rick. There we post our question of the week, we tell you where we're going, talk about where we've been, and you can connect with more Travel with Rick friends over there as well. And if you're on YouTube or iTunes, we have a channel for you over there as well, so check that out. And you never know where we're going to be next week. So we could be right here in Universal Orlando, or we could be around the world. So you'll want to check back right here next week, find out where we're going to be. So long, everybody.